to the Haunted Chapel. It's like church, but for metal. Here are your hosts, John Araya and Brittany Elliott.
Welcome back to the Haunted Chapel. I'm BZ.
And I'm John.
How have you guys been?
How are you? It's been a while.
It's been so long since we filmed a podcast. We've been so busy.
Yeah, when was the last one? Was with Michael Berger, the awesome guitar tech for Kiss, Gene Simmons bass tech.
And that was before Kiss started the world tour, like the final tour was our last podcast. So it's been almost a year, but we've had a lot going on. So it's hard to get time to sit down and do this, but we're going to make it a point to make it more frequent. So
that's right, yeah.
Thank you all for the support and the love, and we're super amped about 2024. We've got so much cool stuff going on, so many cool shows. You're about to go on tour.
Shows. Yeah, about to go on tour in next month.
Yeah.
April. Yep. We're going on tour with Doyle.
Yeah.
Stoked for that. That's going to be lots of fun. Doyle's a good dude. Alex, they're all good cats, man. I love those guys.
Dude, to be able to see that show every night, that high energy, intense show that Doyle puts on, that's such a treat. That's fucking awesome. Beast mode.
Beast mode. He's got them big boots and, wearing all that makeup. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to see Doyle's up there and still rocking, and I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be so much fun. He's a good guy.
I'll miss you, but I'm glad that you're going because I know you and Doyle are besties, and he's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Check out our awesome Metal Blade coffee.
Metal Blade. That's right, Metal Blade.
Hell yeah. Well, on this episode of The Haunted Chapel, we're going to be solo, just Johnny and I, and we wanted to just catch you all up on what we've got going on. There's so much in the works this year. We're getting ready to just kick ass and make so many tables, heavy metal tables, at Heavy Metal Tables on Instagram. Check it out. We've got a bunch of orders, and we're just going to start banging stuff out and doing some cool giveaways, and we're just excited for the summer because there's so many shows. There's so many bands.
Lots of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our giveaway we got going on right now. It's a Hell Awaits. You enter it, you can get a couple of badass original lyric sheets from the studio, used in the studio by Tom. And that's up on our website. Check it out. Enter, buy some tickets, buy some prints.
So to elaborate on that a little more, Johnny made some prints of some photos of Slayer he took well over 10 years ago, because a couple of the photos are of Jeff that are really, really amazing. And he just had this super cool view of the band, like the side stage. That's like the view everyone wants, and these really killer photo prints. So if you buy one of his photo prints, you get a free entry into the giveaway. And Johnny, you found some lyrics in your collection that you had saved, huh, from the studio?
Yeah. Packed all my stuff up to move to Texas. We got to Texas, and I'm going through my stuff. I'm like, whoa, look at this gold mine. All my stuff, all my old flyers and stuff, and all this wonderful heavy metal treasures. Just whoa, look at this.
This is why I never throw anything away. Like, I might be a pack rat, but I'm like a heavy metal pack rat of like, people are like, oh my god, you have so much cool shit. I'm like, yeah, because I just can't throw anything away. Like, everything has sentimental value to me, and just like things like that, like the lyrics used for the album, that's so legendary. And just to see the handwriting and what was used to sing on Hell Awaits, such a legendary album. That's really cool.
Yeah, so go to the website, thehauntedchapel.com, and you can buy some prints. And when you buy a print, you get a ticket. And there's all kinds of options on there. So check it out. We appreciate it. That'd be rad.
Cool. Well, okay, so what else? So there's the Doyle tour, and then there's many festivals coming up.
Let's see here. We got
Sonic Temple.
We got Sonic Temple. That's coming up May, when is that? May 17th. May 16th through the 19th or something like that, right?
That's right. It's 4 days. So
4 days, yeah.
We'll be there the 17th with the Misfits, of course.
So Misfits are headlining the second day. Wow, look at that lineup.
Yeah, it's like every
Misfits, Falling in Reverse, Seether, Anthrax.
That's just the day you're playing.
Dirty Honey.
Ooh.
Rise Against, Sum 41, Black Veil Brides, Mr. Bungle.
Yeah, that's right. We talked to Dave recently, and Dave was like, dude, I'm pulling double duty.
Wow.
So that's going to be cool.
Code Orange, Avatar, Atreyu. That's what's just on Misfits Day. Yeah, that's day 2.
Yeah, we don't even have time to list all those bands.
Yeah, there's so many. But Disturbed, Pantera, Slipknot. Slipknot, are they still doing it?
Slipknot's still in the flyer, but I thought Slipknot had canceled all of their shows. But
That's
yeah,
what
the
I
day
thought.
before is Judas Priest, which
Yes.
you just always want to catch Priest if you can. And then of course we've got the Punk Fest coming up in Pomona,
Yeah.
which is like every fucking punk band ever to exist on one bill. I'm like, how are we going to see all of these bands
Yeah.
in one day? So you got to pick
Yeah,
and choose.
that's
but-
going to be rad. That one's called the No Values.
Yep.
That's June 8th at the Pomona Fairplex in California. That's going to be rad. You got Misfits headlining that one as well. And then Social Distortion, Iggy Pop, Bad Religion, Sublime, the Dillinger Escape Plan with the OG singer, Power Trip.
Yes! Power Trip is
insane.
back!
That's going to be rad. The damn Suicidal.
excited.
Looking forward to seeing Suicidal with Jay.
So when you see my
neck.
neck fly off and just roll down the hill, or my head just like roll down the hill from headbanging, just help me out.
The cool thing about that is when we get to see Suicidal with Jay Weinberg playing drums now.
Awesome.
Suicidal,
Yes.
that just came out, so
I didn't
that's going to
even
be
know
awesome.
that.
They're going to sound so good. I mean, they sounded
Awesome.
awesome with Dave. They were so tight, but like,
Yeah.
you know, with Jane Weinberg too, it's going to be just, I don't know, it's just going to be heavy. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
They're so tight, you know. Vandals, Black Flag, TSO, Exploited,
Crass.
Fear, holy smokes. Also, Steve Zing's band, Morning Noise, will be performing too, so that's going to be
Yes.
awesome to see them. They're good. The Aquabats, great band, fun band.
Hell yeah.
So the Crass, I mean, that's just crazy.
Do they owe us a living? Of course they fucking do. That was like one of the first records I ever bought in my life. That's hilarious.
That's
It's got
great.
those like
So
shitty drums. I just love it so much.
that's going to be great. Yeah, what a great show. That's insane. That's a punk rock. Punk rock. That's so punk rock.
Hope to see you
I love
all
it.
in Pomona.
That's
That's
right.
going to be a blast. But for our episode today, we reached out to you and
Mm-hmm.
ask us a question. What do you want to know about me or Johnny or anything? Just hit us up and ask us a question. So I've got all my cue cards from all of you lovely Haunted Chapel supporters, and you ready to take some questions?
Yeah,
baby?
let's check them out.
All
I didn't get
right.
to see them beforehand, so these are all brand new to me too. So I might not
Okay.
answer any. I might be like,
I smell the Sharpie.
that smells good.
Okay, so I'm gonna let me shuffle these up. Do. All right, let's see. This is from our friend Michael Vickroy. Mike says, "What do y'all think of the new Priest and Halford's awesome vocals?" Johnny, you first.
Well, I've heard the singles. I haven't heard the new album yet, but the singles that came out, they sound great. The production's awesome, and Rob, you know, Mr. Halford, holy smokes, the metal god
I don't
himself.
think Invincible Shield is out yet.
No, I
The
don't think
full
it's,
tour.
I think it's
just
out
the
on the
first
8th.
singles.
Just the singles are
Yeah.
out. So, but Halford, he just sounds so good every time, and it's good to see a Tipton on there still playing.
Yes.
But the songs that we've heard, I think they're great. I mean,
Dude.
they're heavy. They sound really clean, well produced.
fucking Priest.
It's Priest too. I mean, how many 50 years?
Dude, Priest is just
50
the
years.
all-time greatest. I mean, I grew up listening to Priest. My dad was a drummer.
Mm.
He was obsessed with Judas Priest. Rock-a-Rolla was the first album I ever heard, so I like have a super special affinity and love for Rock-a-Rolla and Screaming for Vengeance. I just love them all, but you just can't mess with Priest. Priest is one of the greatest bands, if not the greatest
Yep.
band of all time, besides Skinner. And I love
Yeah.
them so much. And hell yes, I'm excited. And I love that Priest never quit. They just kept on trucking, and they're so badass. They just
So good.
They keep on keeping
They're
on.
so good. So good.
thank you, Mike, for that awesome
yeah, thanks,
question.
Mike. Yeah, we love Priest. We love Priest.
They can do no wrong in my
Yes.
book. I love them.
Exactly. Good band.
Alrighty. Excuse me. Alrighty. From Fwanky Doodles. Very adorable name. And that would be Fwanky with a W.
Fwanky.
All right.
Fwanky dude. I like baby talk.
Yeah,
Fwanky.
Fwanky Doodles
Oh, Fwanky.
wants to know. Oh, another one for Johnny. Will Johnny be involved with Slayer and their upcoming shows being announced?
No, you know, I don't think I will be involved in that one, in touring with them. So, no, I will not be there. I'm doing other stuff. So, I'm sure it'll be great. You know, lots of fans are so eager and excited to see them again. You know, we all kind of knew that wasn't the end. You know, like
This is not the end.
no, it's never.
My
These
only
bands say,
friend.
yeah, no more. But hey, you know what?
Hey, you want $1 million bucks?
You get the offer, the right offer. You know what? Yeah, I'll get out of retirement for a couple mil. That's what happens in the business. You know, Motley Crue's done it like maybe 20 times. Sabbath did it a few times. Kiss did it, I don't know how many times. Ozzy.
Thank God they came back.
Every band does it. So, you just got to take all that stuff with a grain of salt. But if the fans are excited, that's all that matters. You know, the fans want them back. The fans are going to get it, and I think that they will be happy. So, good for them.
Yes, and I was reading comments and stuff, and it seemed like it's kind of split. Like it's like half the audience is like super happy, and half the audience are kind of like, "What the hell? Like, we spent all this money."
It's a weird mix.
So I have personal opinions, but I won't go there because moving on to the next question.
That's right. So thank you, Fwanky Doodle, Fwanky Doodles. Thanks for that question.
All right, let's see. 666 Tiolu. He says, "What do you guys know about metal from down here in Brazil?" And I'm a big fan of you two. Well, you know, we love the Cavalera brothers. Yeah, that's for sure.
Good dudes, nice guys. Paid their dues. I mean, they were around like just the photos of them when they were like kids, like teenagers, and they're both dressed up in like white makeup as kids. And we're like, oh, like wow, these guys are doing this at like 14 years old.
It was more like black metal before black metal, you know. And they actually were selling that long sleeve shirt on their last tour of like, you know, the Igor and just like in his like little Igor and his little like eye makeup and stuff. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
That photo was awesome.
Love Brazilian metal. Who else? Sarcophago. I mean, there's so many great Brazilian bands, and South American fans are just so much more raging and rowdy and wild. I love South Americans. They're just so fucking metal.
Yes,
so, great question.
Good metal down there, and good fans. I mean, the fans just they're so loyal and dedicated, and just like metal. Yeah, 24/7. I love it.
I mean, they're lighting flares in the fucking mosh pit.
Yeah, it's like, road flares is insane, but so cool.
Yeah,
great
one. And he also said, "Big fan of you too." So thank you. We appreciate you. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Ooh, good one. All right, Mickey Metal.
Mickey Metal
says, "What is the best way to detect a poser?" Well, where's my Bailoff meter? I mean, do we have our? I mean, we got our little Super 7 Bailoff somewhere, but you know,
our Bailoff meter. We forgot our Bailoff meter.
You know, the best way to detect a poser. Interesting question. Let's see. I mean, I guess like I don't know, like.
Well, I guess you can like. Depending on the shirt they wear, you just ask them, "Hey, can you name a song off of that?"
Oh no, don't be that guy, but just be like, "Hey, what's up, man? I love your shirt. Like, I love that album." And they're like, and they kind of like steer away from me and be like, "All right, I don't know about you."
Especially when it's like the name of the album is like an actual song. Name a song on that album.
What's your favorite song on Rain and Blood? I don't know any songs on Rain and Blood.
Bailoff was about if you were a poser, you had the spandex,
the Motley Crue look,
the makeup, the hair all poofed up, and you know,
So best way to detect a poser. Usually, if they're like have like a shitty vibe and a shitty attitude, like you're like, "Yo, what's up?" and they're just like, it's like, yeah, you're not really fucking metal, or else you'd be like, "What's up, motherfucker? Let's be friends." So I don't know. I would say like if someone's just got a bad attitude, and, you know, they're at the show just kind of like like a fly on the wall.
White sneakers with no stains or no dirt on them, not scuffed up,
and they're not banging their heads. Right, that's the main thing. They're not banging their heads. They're just there on their phone. All right, get the fuck off the phone and bang your head. All right,
that's right.
Good question, Mickey. Yes. All right,
and if they don't know Bailoff, they're a super poser.
Yeah, Bailoff is king.
All Bailoff.
Let's be honest. Okay, vulgar display of metal says, "What is your favorite sludge band?" Ooh.
What's your favorite sludge band?
Favorite sludge band? Well, I guess sludge. I mean, there's different kind of categories. I love I Hate God. I've got their logo tattooed on my hand, the world's smallest I Hate God logo. I love them. Let's see who else. Sludge, Crowbar, of course. I love Soylent Green, all that old gritty New Orleans sludge. You know, and not necessarily sludge, but I'm a huge fan of Doom. I love St. Vitus, Shrine Builder, anything Wino, The Obsessed. Obsessed a little more rock and roll, but I'm going to have to say I Hate God. That's probably like, that's the first band that comes to mind. I've seen them probably more than any other band. Those guys are my friends. They're awesome people. I've tattooed Jimmy, and they're just cool as fuck. Like, they're just legit, and they've been around forever, and I think they were kind of one of the first that kind of coined that term sludge metal. So I'm going to have to go with EHG.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
What about you, baby?
You know, I'm not too familiar with sludge music. I just not
you
familiar.
And Bongzilla.
I'm not familiar with like categories like that. I'm like, oh, this is sludge. Oh, okay. Oh, this is grunge. Okay. Oh, this is doom. Oh, okay. I'm not too hip on the categories.
Sludge would be more like gritty, like Crowbar, I Hate God, just like.
Well, I like those bands, so I guess I like sludge.
Yeah. You're a sludge rocker. All right.
Sludge rocker.
Good question, Vulgar Display of Metal.
Thank you, Vocal
And
Display
he
of
runs
Metal.
a Pantera kind of fan page, so that makes sense.
Oh, he does?
Because Phil was like a very that's kind of what led him to quitting Pantera. He was really into I Hate God and all of those New Orleans gritty bands like that, and he wanted to kind of get more true to like the underground roots. So very cool question.
Yes.
Ooh, here is one from one of our best friends.
Oh, yes.
Jeff Becerra, the almighty Jeff Becerra.
Jeff.
Possessed Official. And Jeff says, what is your favorite thing? This is for you, Johnny.
Oh.
What is your favorite thing to do on the road, both as a band or as crew? So what would you say?
Favorite thing to do, let's see, is
Good
to lay in bed as much as I can. I like being horizontal because I got my back's a little funky, but when you're on the road and you're on your feet all the time, you enjoy those days where you can just just zen and just chill.
Yes.
As a band on tour, the best thing is just not having to worry about too much about like gear and stuff like that, or all the logistics and all that stuff about touring. You just kind of wake up and like, all right, where's my bass? Oh, okay, bloop. And then then you're off for a few hours and you work for an hour and then you're done. But like as a crew, you're 24/7. You're up on your feet, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, and you don't get the luxury as a band member does. So
would you say that you prefer touring like as obviously like in the band rather than as a tech?
No preference. I'll do whatever, man.
Really?
Yeah, but I guess one other perk of touring as a band is you get, better food and better flights, like seats and stuff. Like
for sure.
Yeah, but
alrighty. Thank you, Jeff. We love you. You're the best. Okay, we got a couple more. Here we go. Okay, Snot Socks has a question for John.
Oh, another one.
A lot of questions, Johnny. Okay, for John. Snot Socks. Yeah.
Right.
All right. What advice would you give someone who wants to be a bass or guitar tech?
My best advice, I've told this to a few people, is to learn electricity, power, how electricity works. Because if you're an electrician, you're going to be everyone's going to want you. They want hey, is this power good? My ohmage, that's just like one of the. It's like knowing. It's like the basic. It's the foundation power, how power works, and then once you learn how power works, you can troubleshoot anything like grounding, voltage, irregularities, and start with electronics. Learn all electronics as you can, electricity, how it works, and then you're in. But what was the rest of it? What advice you said?
That's it. Yeah.
Just always ask questions. If you see someone else working, ask them for advice or if they have any tips and stuff. Just always ask questions. Never be afraid to ask anyone. You see another guitar tech. Yeah, if you see another guitar tech working, you have a question, you go ask them. Most of them are like cool and they'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll show you. They're more, they want to help a fellow tech. So yeah, just be open, be honest, and always ask questions. That's the best thing to do. Just watch. Yeah. Watch.
Study. It's like you learning how to tattoo. You've just been watching.
Yeah, but I just sit there. I'll stand there and watch Britt just tap. I'm like, how's she doing that? What's this? What's that? And I just try to absorb it all. There's so much. Always learning. Always learning. And there's nothing wrong with learning every day. Something new.
That's right. If you think that you're the best at something and you try to quit learning because you think you're the shit and you don't have anything else to learn, you stagnate yourself. You make yourself not grow anymore. So there's always going to be room for improvement. But that's awesome. Starting with the electricity. My dad was actually a master electrician for over 40 years. That's what my dad did, and he just was obsessed with electricity. And he would deemed himself an electric artist because he'd show me all these boxes that he would wire, and he'd do all the wires in these cool patterns and stuff. He really took pride in his work. And that's a really really great trade to know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Snot Socks.
Thanks, Snot Socks.
All right.
Snot Socks.
Ooh, here's a good one for me. Rudy and Technicolor 81 says, do you both have a favorite Kiss album? And why is that your favorite? Well, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to say, like, just off the top of my head, I'm gonna say self-titled, the first album, and Dynasty. I am obsessed with Dynasty. I love it. I know it's the disco Kisco album, but that song Charisma is fucking amazing. Magic Touch, just every song on the album is a masterpiece. And I'm a Kiss fanatic, of course, so I love all their albums, but I love Dynasty, but I would probably have to say my first favorite Kiss record of all time is going to be the first album. It starts with Strutter and ends with Black Diamond, because that's what got me so hardcore into Kiss, was seeing the Midnight Special of just Ace like just going crazy on his knees to Black Diamond. Like, holy shit, that breakdown is like, I was super into Doom, and once I saw that, I always liked Kiss, but once I saw that, I was like, holy shit, like Kiss was kind of like the first Doom band, you know. And so I just I love Kiss, and they can do no wrong. But I also love the song Love Gun, and I Stole Your Love, and I love Dressed to Kill. I love them all. I just fucking love Kiss. Psycho Circus. So
first record is rad, but I don't know, man, that them song, like Dynasty album, those songs on that album just kind of grow on you,
Infectious.
man. It's like X-Ray Eyes.
Yes.
Sometimes that song will get stuck in my head for days.
I've got X-ray eyes.
But a song that's not on any one of those albums, that song War Machine. I don't know. That song is, to me, is just like,
you got something about you.
That's not War Machine, is it? That's not War Machine.
Oh, wait.
War Machine.
You go. Oh, I'm thinking of God and Thunder. Oh, wow. I just totally blew it.
Because I'm a war
machine.
That's that riff. For being a rock and roll song, that riff is heavy. And it's a good song.
Hell yeah. Don't you want to cover that song?
Yes. I want to do that song with Brittany singing.
I got to burn up on my vocal lessons.
That's right.
So
I just another project that we got in the works right now.
Stay tuned.
That's right.
Hell yeah, God of Thunder. And rock and roll. Alrighty. Lavina, I don't know how to say your name, but she says, I want to stand out in the tattoo industry. How do I do this? This is a two-part question, so I'll answer the first one first. I would say the best way to stand out in the tattoo industry is to just do your own style. You know, there's so many tattooers in the world now. When I first started tattooing, like around 2006, I started apprenticing. 2007, I started full-blown tattooing. And it was a different time. There's no TikTok. We weren't on social media. It wasn't like that.
No filters.
No filters to like enhance your work or trick people into thinking or that you're kick-ass and you're not, you know? And so there's a lot of online trickery now, but I would say the best way to stand out is to just do your own thing and curate your own style, and just be yourself always, and don't try to rip anybody else off. Like, maybe take bits and pieces and study the tradition, of course, of tattooing. I'm a traditional artist. I love traditional Americana. That's how I was taught. That's what I got covered.
You always tell me too. Brittany always tells me, you're not going to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
So just, come up with your own thing and just kind of go with it.
Do a good tattoo, you know? And so, the best way to stand out is just do your own thing and stay true to yourself and work really, really hard. And on that note, she also says, how do you get the opportunities to meet all of these big artists? And for me, all the opportunities that I've had, I've had a lot of people sling mud at me throughout my 18 years of tattooing, almost 18 years, maybe 17 going on 18, and because I started right at 18 out of high school for the most part, just like totally enamored with wanting to learn how to tattoo. I wanted to learn since I was a kid, but getting these opportunities that I had a lot of people be like, oh, she just gets that because she's a girl or whatever. Like, no, dude, you didn't see my struggle. You don't know where I came from. I busted ass every day. I apprenticed my ass off for a year. I did not get paid. I scrubbed toilets. I scrubbed the floor. I scrubbed tubes for days on end for everyone in the shop. Especially
like in an industry that's dominated by men, and to come out as a woman tattoo artist, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the toughest industries to get into as a female.
And back when I was in it, there was like a lot of like harassment, I would say, but like it was funny, and I wasn't really offended by that because my dad was a hard ass, and it kind of rolled off of me. But these days, I don't think people would be able to hack the old school apprenticeships that I went through, because it was just a lot of kind of misogynistic behavior, I guess, in hindsight. But I just didn't let it bother me. I let it roll off because I wanted to have a thick skin, because I wanted it that bad. And it was like, well, if this is what it takes to get there, like, fuck it, I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to kick ass, and I'm going to prove to these guys that I'm not just a chick that's going to get handed everything because I'm a girl or whatever.
You're pretty good for a girl.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, okay. So it was like, I had so much hate thrown at me for so many years throughout the tattoo industry that like people, like I've noticed at conventions, I don't really do that many conventions anymore because they're run by promoters that are just, greedy and they just take money from artists. It's not really my thing. I really just stay home and make money and charge my clients less. But I see people at conventions that were like totally shitty to me or whatever, and now they're like, "Oh, hey, Britt, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" Like years later because I earned it. I busted ass, I earned my keep, and I have done thousands and thousands of tattoos, and so that's how I got the opportunities. People that I've known that I've gotten the chance to tattoo, and like for example, I got to meet Rob Halford because I tattooed Andy Sneap's guitar tech, and that was like such a blessing. He's like, "Hey, you want to come hang out with Judas Priest?" Like after we did the tattoo.
Let me think about that.
Yeah, duh. So and like Jimmy Bauer became a friend because I supported I Hate God for so many years, and I'd be the chick stage diving, and he'd be like, "Hey, you're the chick with the bullet belt that's always stage diving at our shows. I want to get tattooed by you." So it's all about staying loyal to yourself, stay true to yourself, and that's me. I've never backed down or bowed down to anybody. I've always been true to myself through all the bullshit and all of the mud that people have slung at me, and I'm starting to just rise up above all that and not really care, because I used to really care, and it really bothered me that people would talk negatively about me or whatever. But you just gotta let that shit roll off, and just stay true, and the right people will find you. So
that's right. Yeah. Don't let anyone pee on you.
That's right. Like Calvin. Remember Calvin in the 90s? Those stickers of him peeing on everything. All right, baby, you want to read the next one?
Don't let anyone pee on you.
Ooh, this one's for you.
Right, Craven? All right, here we go. Devastation. Oh, I love Devastation. What a badass artist this guy is. He's
Devastation with a Zyon. So we're going to put up his Instagram for you to follow.
Yeah, we love this guy's work. He takes these cue balls, pool balls, and he carves them like little skulls. We'll put one up on here.
Amazing.
So good. I love this guy. His work is amazing. So
I mean, think about how hard it must be to carve a cue ball.
Yeah.
I mean, and the detail is incredible.
Yeah,
so.
we actually did a giveaway with him. We raffled off a cue ball for
Jason Becker.
Jason Becker, raised some money for Mr. Becker there. Yeah. But this guy's a rad artist. You should follow him
for sure.
All right, Devastation. He wants to know for Jay. Is that me, Jay? Okay. Ist. Oh, first ist.
Sorry, my handwriting's
Jay ist. First thing that comes to mind if I ask you about your first and last international tour with Slayer. Well, the first tour with Slayer was at 85 International. We went to Europe for the first time. That was
How old were you?
Oh, I was 16. Yeah, because that was in May, June. So I was 16 the first time I went to Europe with Slayer, and it was insane. It was before the wall was still up. Each country was sovereign. There was no EU. Everyone had their own currency. Every border had to check your passports, and every country had its own culture, its own heritage. It was amazing. It was really cool to see the wall, to see London, before everything just went to shit. And wow, it was fun. And we were just eyes wide open, like, what the heck is this? This is all new. Dave was driving because he was left-handed, so he had to drive. The ship was on this side, so we had Dave driving for us. And
Go Dave!
Yeah, Lombardo, good dude, amazing man,
the
best drummer in the world, in my opinion.
And mine too.
So the first tour of Europe in '85, that was mind blowing. The last tour we did in Europe was kind of sentimental because the last time Slayer's ever going to tour there, so. It brought back lots of memory, and it was like, that was 2019, I think, the last time we were in Europe,
That's
right?
like right when we met.
Yeah, 2019. That was the last time we were there. So it was a little sad because I knew that was probably my last time touring Europe, not only with Slayer, but as myself as a tech. So, but that was amazing. I mean, so many good, so many bands and so many good people that we met out there over the years. And, maybe one day we'll get to go out there just as tourists,
for fun.
Go check out the Giger Museum and all that good stuff. But Europe was fun.
What about the United States, like last tour? What does it say?
International tour. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, international. Mm-hmm. Right on.
Because I've toured the States
so many
since. Yeah. So I'll probably tour the States again, but not as long. But
so hard on your body, right?
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough because you get to. It's like that, like Skinner song. You take off, you're gone, and you come back, and everyone's gone. Like wherever.
First I got lost, and then I got found.
That's
but the
right.
ones that I love, they're in the ground.
Everything disappears, and things change, and you miss so many things in life. You know, birthdays, holidays,
that's gotta be hard.
stuff like that, anniversaries.
Right.
So, yeah. So I like my new life of staying home and trying to work from home and doing our own business and doing our own thing. But
Heck
yeah.
Awesome. Well, great
Thanks-
question.
thanks,
Devastación. All right. We have, let's see. We don't have one more. This was the Brazilian question. We just put it at the back of the stack. So
okay.
Thank you all for your questions.
That was all of
Those
them.
were really good.
Thank
Usually
y'all.
we get more, but that was good. Nice and short and sweet.
That's right.
So we have just been kicking ass at the tattoo shop. It's getting super busy because it's tax time. So everyone's got extra money and they're wanting to get tattooed. So on that note, check out my website at bztattoo.com. Check out my portfolio. Make a trip to San Antonio. Come see me. And we are even thinking about possibly doing like a little mini road trip tattoo tour later in the year. So hopefully we will do that and be coming to a city near you. But stay up to date with all of our stuff on thehauntedchapel.com. Johnny listed some of his old memorabilia that he saved forever. And some of them are kind of high ticket items and the economy sucks. So don't get spooked by those big high ticket items that are up there. But we've got some cool shirts. We've got some posters and some cool stuff on the website.
New stuff posted weekly and like new shirt designs coming up. We got lots of stuff in the works. And I just want to say rest in peace, Mr. Britt Turner.
Yes, rest in peace, Britt.
Yeah, we just found out yesterday.
Yeah, he was a sweetheart.
Yeah, I first met Britt and he was drum teching for Danzig and I was teching for Erie Vaughn.
Oh.
So I've known him over throughout the years and we used to like, I used to hide weed for him, like different little venues here and there. But yeah, that was really sad. So rest in peace, Mr. Turner.
He's a
That
good
sucks.
guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
met
a good
Britt.
dude.
Yeah, I met him just once at I think it was a Dallas guitar show. I used to have a heavy metal shop, and he came by my booth and was like, "Wow, look at all this cool stuff!" and shot the shit and took a photo together. And he was just so nice and genuine. Like when somebody smiles, you can just tell if they're genuine or not. I just really felt that he was such a good soul.
Yeah.
Even just spending an hour chatting with him, you could just tell he's just full of love.
Yeah,
Some
just
people are
humble
just
dude, down to earth.
kind.
Just had some badass cars. Was an awesome drummer.
Yeah.
Just a chill dude, man.
Right.
Really good. So that was really sad, but he will be missed. And
Yes.
condolences to the family. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so. But not to end on a sad note, because now we know that he's in rock and roll heaven with all the badasses
right.
jamming.
That's right.
You know what he's doing up there. So
Only the good die young.
that's
you
right.
know?
That's right. So, but
Rest in peace, Britt.
yes, rest in peace. And thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. We love your support. We appreciate you all. You guys are amazing. We love
Yes.
you. And we're just grateful that we have so many amazing people in our lives,
Yes.
friends, fans, everyone that supports us. Thank you. We couldn't do anything without you guys.
Right. And we are going to see Municipal Waste in a couple of days. We're so excited. Municipal Waste, Necra, cool. And a band called Dead Heat is opening. I designed a cool black light fuzzy poster for them for the two Texas dates. So for the Texas shows, grab one of those posters
right.
and support the boys in Municipal Waste. And they are just the best. They're so much fun. Love those guys. And
Funny.
yeah, just
Holy smokes.
support metal and go see as many bands as you can.
Yes.
Buy a piece of merch and
Buy merch.
just know that these guys, they need our support to be able to continue to tour and to buy gas, and especially in such a shitty economy. So we got to lift each other up and support one another.
That's right.
So
Support each other.
Yeah.
That's the only way to be. Just support each other, be positive.
that's right.
Yeah.
Don't let the bastards get you
Don't
down.
let
They
them
are
get-
constantly trying to get us down, but we're not going to let them anymore.
Don't let them
so-
control you, because that's a form of control.
That's
If
right.
someone pisses you off, it's control. Like, no.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Just remember, you're
Right.
just covered in that anointed oil. Let it slip right off.
Ow!
Nothing stinks.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to The
Thank you.
Haunted Chapel, and we will see you next time.
That's right. Stay haunted.
Sweet.